involved. This guy that I liked, he had asked me to take a package to Baltimore. He was like, oh, it's only $3,000. And I was like, okay, fine, no problem. I'm going there anyway, you know. Plus, I liked him. So I took it there and got stopped by the police in Baltimore. And they opened up my bag, and it was $250,000 worth of drugs. They opened up my bag, and I fell out. And it was cocaine, crack. Being in jail in Baltimore, away from my, you know, family. Like, I've never been arrested before. I was never arrested, never been put in jail, nothing. It was a traumatic, you know, experience. So I was facing 90 years. And then they got it down to 45. It was like my last day going to court. I was going to be sentenced that day. So it was either I'm going to jail 45 years or he's going to be lenient. But we're in the elevator and my lawyer turns to me and he was crying. He said, Adela, it's nothing else for me to do. He was like, we walk in that courtroom, you're going to jail 45 years. I cannot lie to you. I will never lie to you. He was like, but you're going to go to jail. I was in the elevator, like, just crying. I was like, this cannot happen. So the judge that we were going in front of, like, he didn't want to hear anything. And it was like 5 girls that went before me, and he was just handing them, like, the minimum of 25 years. And they, you know, it was their first time offense, and they had less than me. So I was like, oh, Jesus, this man is really, I'm really going to jail, you know, 45 years. I got to the courtroom door, literally, and the court officer came out. And, you know, they tell you to come in or whatever. But he came out and closed the door behind him. So my lawyer was like, you know, we're supposed to be in this part. So he said, your case has been moved. So my lawyer looked at me. He looked at the court and he was like, okay, well, tell me where we have to go. Because she's supposed to be sentenced today, you know. He was like, so he was like, oh, she's going down the hall to part, I don't know, maybe it was like part E or something. And so my lawyer was like, part E? Well, who's in part E? So they were like, oh, Judge Freeman. My lawyer, like, just screams and hollers, was like, oh my God, please God. And I was like, well, what? So he turned around to me. I tell the story all the time. Like, it was just, no one can tell me after that there's, like, no God. No one. He turned around to me. He was like, Adele, do you know where we're going? He was like, Judge Freeman, that's my friend. I grew up with her. And that's my brother worked with her. And he was like, just going on. So I went down there and then she suspended my sentence. And gave me 45 years suspended sentence, 5 years probation. And that's the first day I saw God. Like, I literally saw him. And I just fell down, fell to my knees, and I was praying, like, whatever you need me to do, I'll do. You know, what is it that you need me to do? I serve him now. Like, you know, of course we get temptation and everything, but I sit and I remember what he has brought me out of. I shouldn't be sitting here. I shouldn't be talking to you. I shouldn't be having a child. You know what I mean? I should not have a business because there's a lot of stuff that I did that I should not have done. And he has saved me every time. So, I don't play with God at all. I'm 40. I'm loving God. I'm fabulous. I'm deserving of all things, you know, because I'm his child. And I have a story, you know.
There came a point in my life when I really began to ask those hard life questions. Not, oh, what am I going to wear tomorrow? But why am I here? See, there was this life that I built for myself. And I came from very humble beginnings. First one in my family to get a college degree, have a corporate job. I'm 22, 23, traveling the world. You know, I've lived in Moscow, studied in London, modeled, I've done all this. And I'm just thinking, oh yes, I have arrived. The transition period. We all have this there. in our lives, and we do whatever it takes to get there. God sat me down one day and said, you know what? You may be self-made in your own eyes, but you can't be made until I make you first. It contradicted everything I knew up until that point. Like, oh, I worked hard for all this, and now you telling me I have to give it up? You know, all my dreams, my ambitions, my desires. But God said, Eton, I'm going to shut down everything in your life. I'm going to tell you no to everything that you want so you can tell me yes. And whatever it is you're seeking, I can give you that and more if you just follow me. So everything that I aspire to do, be, live, whatever, all that was redefined in that moment. Just had to give it up. It's a sacrifice, and obedience is always better than sacrifice.
With New York, I feel like it's always an opportunity for someone to pull you into something, whether you agreed on it or not. I used to work with this young man and do makeup for all of his independent films. And one day he said, I'm going to write a part for you. I'm like, yeah, okay. But then he actually wrote the parts, sent me the script, and I was expected to memorize and show up to rehearsal every Sunday. So I was kind of nervous. I was working with people who had done this a million times over, but it was a really great experience. It's bananas for me. It's like surreal. A year ago, you couldn't pay me to think that I would be watching the premiere of a film that I was in and also opening for DJ Girl Talk with like 3,000 people. So the name of our band is Stereo Crowd. My rap name is Patty Cakes. And Patty Cakes is in the kitchen with all the right ingredients. You know, so you know it's fun to me. I don't really take much of anything seriously, but you know that makes it like a lot more fun for me and the people involved. So yeah, those are the things that are going on in my world. I tried it, did it, put some blonde ambition in it, self-made superstar, no industry influence with it, rapid fire, blue flame, tell me you ain't entertained, heads turning, now you're swerving, should've stayed up in your lane, writing, rhyming, perfect timing, play that instrumental and you know that I'll be shining, standing ovation, now I made my mama proud, get it, got it, good rockin' with Stereo Crowd. I think faith is being fearless. I get nervous, but I'm rarely afraid. Fear is not an option. It's not going to be perfect. I have hard times too. Those are the times that give us character, that really test our faith. You know, some people feel punished by God. I look at it like, okay, what am I supposed to be learning? I remember there was a time when I had 63 cents in my account and I was living in New York. You cannot even get a bus with 63 cents. I was just still and I was just listening to how much chaos I really had around me. Being organized, being careful who you let in and out of your life. For about 3 months, I was able to just be still. That was a time when I was definitely going to church. You know, I would walk those blocks. And I still looked fabulous. I mean, you would see me and you wouldn't know. I was looking fly. And of course, there's never a short supply of makeup. Yeah, I love New York. I do. I'm glad I moved here, actually.